you realize that maybe you're not the person that they were before. You know what I'm saying? It's like people change.
No, it's
that
true.
people could change from a very positive person to a negative person. You know what I'm saying? Like to a miserable person.
That's
It's like you could.
But that's why I also try to go back to what we were saying before. Is I try to sympathize with what they've been through.
I see. Okay.
That's why I try to sympathize with people what they've been through, because I've seen people in my family and just people I'm not even that close with been through a lot that makes them react in certain ways. Okay. Not even just being miserable, just
and it may come off as miserable.
Yeah.
And we're not judging anybody.
No,
we're not judging anybody saying that they're miserable. We're not. We're just saying that some factors may lead you to believe that somebody's miserable, and some factors may lead us to believe that we're even miserable, because we were talking about things like, you know, sometimes I feel like this, and it's like, am I considered a miserable person? You know, so it's like I don't want anybody thinking that we're just like judging people on their misery, because it's like,
because I have straight up brought misery out of the day.
Exactly. We've all had a bad day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying. I mean, have you had like an experience lately where you felt like a little miserable?
Yeah.
Like I had one recently.
Yeah.
So it's like with the whole like with what I'm dealing with my problems right now, it's just like maybe I felt like, you know, it's like, although I don't want a helping hand, I want a helping hand, and it's like it kind of makes me feel miserable, because it's like I feel like nobody wants to help me, but I'm not being open to help. So it's like, you know, I'm almost like,
it's like your own doing. You're putting yourself in
exactly, like I'm putting myself in a miserable situation, because it's like, although I feel like I need, like, you know, I feel like I need help, and everybody can feel like they need help, I'm not really open to help. So it's like I'm putting myself in a predicament where I feel stuck. You know, and it's like recently I asked somebody, like, you know, like, do you know what I can do about this, and that, and it took a lot for me. Because I just don't want that person going to tell another person, and because I don't want nobody in my business. So it's like me just asking something in general, could, you know, it's like I don't even want to do that, and it's like I feel like that has been making me like feel like a miserable person, where it's just like I want help, but I don't want to receive it. So I'm just sticking through it, because I know that it may be a little easier with help, like what I said with Raiden. Like if I never would have told him, I wouldn't have received that help. But I feel like, I can completely do it on my own, but I could do it even better now with Raiden's help. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could do it on your own, but it may be a little easier, you know? And it's like, I felt like before I even asked Raiden for help, I was just in a very miserable place. Like, I was angry. Like, I was waking up like, why me? Like, why am I dealing with
that habit of, like, thinking you could do something the best yourself? Like, like, no matter what the situation is, how bad it is, like, the best scenario, the best way of me getting out of it is just me working on it alone.
It depends on the situation. I feel like for the things I know I can do myself, I would rather do myself. Things that I feel like I need help in, I would reach out to people who are more experienced or knowledgeable, whatever that is. But for certain people though, I don't just reach out to everybody.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel like I'm open to it now. But like you were saying, like I feel like a few weeks ago, I was super miserable. Well, I started new birth control. Like it gives
and that's like I said, and cheers to being honest. Cheers to accepting that we know that sometimes
cheers to new birth control.
New birth control.
What?
Yeah. That's where the story was going.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So he said, what?
I was so lost.
I'm disappointed in the birth control.
I'm like, who switched
woman rights?
I'm like, who switched their birth control? It wasn't me. Like, I didn't switch it. I got the same birth control. It's a birth.
I'm weak, but I switched birth control, and that messes with your hormones. And so the past few weeks, I've been super negative. Oh my god! Like my coworker will be like, "Wow, are you okay?" Like even my boss, he said, "You look like you just don't want to be here," and I'm like, "I don't." But like, I don't.
Miserable.
Yeah, I felt so miserable, and it was like I don't want to feel this way. And I was telling them that, and I'm like, "But it's literally out of my control. Like my emotions are just all over the place. I didn't want anyone would get me annoyed, and I'm getting annoyed easily. It sucks so bad. But now it's like, now I'm okay.
Yeah.
But I just start feeling, and then I'm like, oh my god, this is how miserable. This is how they feel every single day of their lives.
Yeah.
That made me even more miserable.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
That's why, you know what's crazy? When I got off the train, when I was getting on the train, a smile can go a long way.
Oh, I love
When I was getting on the train, like some lady was like fixing her garbage in her house, and she gave me the dirtiest look. And you know what I did? I smiled. And you know what she did? She smiled right back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she looked at me, and then I'm like, you know, I was just gonna ignore her, but you know what I did? I smiled. I smiled, and you know what she did? She smiled right back.
Yeah, and look,
And it's like, you know, like I turned something negative into something positive.
Yeah.
She was looking for something negative.
Yeah, she
You know,
was.
because it's like
She's
she
looking
was
for that side.
negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like I smiled at her, and it's like you don't know what she was going through that day. You don't know if she was like, oh my god, like you know, I'm alone in this world, like nobody gives a shit about me, and like a simple smile went a long way. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure the lady she looks like she doesn't smile a day in her life.
Because she didn't even know how
Like
to.
she doesn't even know how to smile, and she just copied what I had on my face because she gave me the same exact smile I did, like closed mouth and all, like, and she like you know, and
Real
it's like
Caucasian with the smile.
Yeah.
she was actually like some Puerto Rican lady looking, like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, it's true. In my old job, there were like these older white women that would come in to train, and like their faces, they would just come in and like the ones who would not smile at me, they were ugly, and you could tell they were miserable in their lives. But when that happened, right, which is the worst.
And as I'm sure by ugly you mean like because their character as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Some people make themselves have that.
Some people like I've said it a lot of times, like, and I'm very big on this, like. Somebody could be, you know, very good looking, very pretty, but their character makes them like
that's what I mean.
miserable,
Because my definition of
aura.
ugly, like appearance wise, could be someone else's of beautiful. You may look at me and think I'm ugly, and other people, you know, think I'm beautiful. So that's why I don't want to like.
And vice versa, somebody cannot be so good looking, not so, you know, and it's like. But the way they are is very positive. So it's like, you know, they might beautiful people inside, like, you know, like, yeah, they may not be the best good looking. I mean, who am I to judge? Anyway, God's the only one who judges. But regardless, I can have an opinion or two. But regardless, you know, it's like, you know, somebody may like or may not dress the best or may not have the latest clothing or the latest like the latest trends or you know like the latest technology, but their personality
is bomb.
Makes you not even care about any of that. You know
that's the first thing I look for. It's like your looks could be, you know, you can have this, but it's like if your personality isn't there.
We're talking about personality right now, but it still tunes into being miserable.
Her name was Sherry, and everybody thought she was so annoying. But all she wanted to do was just be very friendly with everybody, say hello to everybody, just give everybody a hug, and she was just so annoyingly friendly. And I loved it. I loved it so much. It was like be annoying friendly to me. Like,
right, do it. But what I meant with them was like with those women was that I don't care how you look, who you are, I'm always welcoming, especially for my job. And so I was like, I'm like, oh, good morning, like, you know, welcome. And then they'll like ignore me. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I just said good morning to you. You heard me, you're in my face. And you just walk past me. Yeah. So now I'm like, oh no.
I feel like elderly people that are in wealthier positions.
Yeah.
Feel so
even young people in those positions, they're super like entitled.
Yeah,
super,
super
like,
entitled.
So, but I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah, just because you're walking into a class, like,
sign in. Sorry, you gotta pick up a pen. You gotta write your name.
There's procedures.
Yeah.
You forget
like,
there's
come
procedures.
on.
Especially people that were privileged.
Yeah, and then there was another woman who she was very wealthy, but she was beautiful, but she was just inside, like her personality was so dope. I love when she came in. I love when she came in because she'll always say good morning. If she liked my hair, she told me she liked my hair. Or like,
cheers to great personality.
Oh, cheers to great personalities. That's my favorite.
Cheers to great personality. Yes.
Yes.
And guess what? Another cheers. Cheers for bad personality. You know why? Because we learned from them.
Yes.
We learned that that's not who we want to be. Learning from others, positive or negative.
Hey Willie,
Willie's tuning in.
She said,
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think personality is everything. And like you said, learning to deal with people like that too. So the way I deal with that was I was super sarcastic. And then I was nice to her and she wasn't accepting it. So then I started like not acknowledging her. And then she would be like, oh, good morning, or goodbye. I said, oh, now because I don't acknowledge her.
Yeah, now you don't acknowledge her.
But then I'm like, okay, good morning. Like, I'm not going to be
It's always like
nasty.
when you don't acknowledge a situation at all, it's always like being thrown in your face.
Exactly.
How about you?
Well,
Like at work and stuff, like people who are like negative or bad personalities.
I'm
Even
super
not even only. I mean, we can talk about
No,
work
not
right now.
at work, but
Because
yeah,
I shared my experience at work. You shared yours, so I
work
want
is
to
so
hear
relatable. That's why.
I mean, I have dealt with a lot of like corporate positions, so it's like you just have to throw sarcasticness in there.
Sarcasm is great.
Sarcasm, like
sarcasm. Cheers
goes
to
a long
sarcasm.
way.
Cheers to
And
sarcasm.
I'm like,
If you're not sarcastic, we cannot be
No,
We
friends.
cannot.
If you can't handle it, it's a no.
like I was just raised on that, so and raised with like sarcasm. I love giving sarcasm to authority.
Oh, me
I have
too.
a problem with authority.
Like
I
with what I
love it.
said earlier, like you know when he told me, oh, the owner
Yeah.
wants to speak to you.
Yeah.
I said, he said after work. I said, why can I speak to him right now?
Nah,
Like you know, it's like
Ooh,
I didn't have to speak to him right now,
Right.
but since you're bringing it up,
Right,
let's go
let's
right
do
now.
it.
I'll leave my job.
Yeah.
I'll leave whatever has to be done because
Yeah.
maybe it's urgent.
Yeah.
If you sat next door and you spoke about it,
Right.
you spoke about me, so
I love that. I love just being sarcastic to authority when it's something being so negative in the situation.
Yeah.
Because like when there's a problem from authority, it's usually the littlest issue that.
and I'm you like
understand.
we're talking about sarcasm right now, but it also tunes into we usually have to be sarcastic to miserable people.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to people who are negative, you know, who don't want the best for anybody, you know, and it's like you know, you're giving them like a little taste of their own medicine without them even realizing it.
Right, that's the
You know?
thing with sarcasm. That's what I love. If you don't speak sarcasm, you don't know what's going on. You're like kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
You don't know.
I
They
feel
don't know how
so
to
bad
react.
for people that don't
They don't
don't
speak
catch the
sarcasm, so
cues.
they don't get it. So it's like it's even more fun because
Yeah,
like,
it's fun.
And it's like some people take sarcasm as like almost
Disrespect.
negative.
Yeah.
I
As
won't
negative, but it's like it's just I mean it's
not
natural
just
to
like,
me.
Would
It
you
comes out
rather
fluently.
would you
Absolutely.
rather
That's
me
not
curse
fair
you
enough.
out and be negative? They would rather that because then they have something to talk about. But
Yeah.
if I'm with a smile on my face and oh, I'm so sorry you feel that
Yeah.
way. Oh, really? Okay, let's.
I'm
What are you
very
gonna complain about?
Yeah, exactly.
like even if I don't understand, I'm very understanding.
Right, exactly.
Like I could like we could be speaking about something and I could not understand what you're saying and I'm like I understand. Like, you know,
I
because
totally
I
understand.
understand.
I
Like
get
it's like and it's mainly when the other person's not even making sense.
it. Yeah.
So it's like
Because what are they gonna say?
it's
Yeah.
like I don't understand what you're saying, but I understand that you don't make sense. Like so I completely understand you. Like, you know, and it's like that's sarcasm on my
Totally get
behalf.
You see, but I feel like sarcasm now thinking about it pulls in back into sympathy because you're like, I'm not gonna be rude to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and like give you what you kind of deserve and me being kind of rude on top for me to get through this. I feel like so. I guess sarcasm.
I mean, I
like,
see
the
Brayden's
defense
very big on sympathy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we, if you want, we can we can bring it up a pop up topic. I love pop up topics.
Me too.
Pop up topics are the best.
That's authentic.
Let's look. I want to
Yeah.
look. Hold on. I want to look the definition of
Go ahead.
sympathy. I want to look up the definition of sympathy.
Do you feel like you're sympathetic?
It's hard. I feel like I'm a very nice.
The definition of
Yeah.
sympathy: feelings of pity and sorrow for someone else's misfortune.
I feel it so hard.
I
Misfortune.
I don't.
Their misfortune.
You have a hard time being sympathetic.
It depends.
I
It
have-
depends. If someone
Okay,
is-
honestly,
Because you
I
go through a lot?
Rayden's like sympathetic, but I feel like me and Joce are connecting more. Like it's very hard for me to be sympathetic to somebody because I know everybody goes through things.
Yeah.
God forgive me, but it's like when somebody has like when somebody has like a sickness or a disability or anything else, it's like, yeah, okay, like, yeah, it's sad, but it's like, and it's like, God forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wish it upon nobody. But it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, you should get special treatment, but it's like, again, you're not the only one going through that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I shouldn't feel like I have to cater to you because, you know, it's like, if anything, I'm being real and I'm not treating you any different from anybody else. So it's like, I feel like I have a hard time being sympathetic because everybody goes through things, different things, everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I talk about sickness and disability because that's more of like being sympathetic, you know? But it's like everybody goes through things, everybody loses people, everybody loses loved ones, everybody goes through challenges in life. So it's like I have a hard time feeling bad for people. I have a very hard time feeling bad for people because it's like I don't want anybody feeling bad for me because at the end of the day I'm going through something, but I know you're also going through something, and I feel like it's very selfish for you to want everybody to feel bad for you.
And you know why?
You know what I'm saying?
It's hard for me to sympathize too because it's like you said, we all go through stuff. So if I'm going through something and I can still put a smile on my face, and if I can still treat you okay, there should be no reason why you're treating me wrong.
Yeah.
Like in my job, I deal with a lot of elderly people, a lot of people with disabilities and stuff. I don't treat them differently.
Yeah.
No. If you're nasty to me, again, I pull out the sarcasm. I'm not giving you special treatment. I'm sorry. I'm not, because my grandmother doesn't act the way you're acting right now.
No, not at all.
My great grandma never acted the way you're acting right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not happening. It's just not happening. And what?
And whoever's tuning in, we comment. What do you feel about sympathy?
So
do you feel like you're sympathetic? Do you feel like you're not sympathetic? We want to know.
You can put your phone on. Like when my ex, he would always tell me, he's like, yo, I feel like you're mad cold. Like you're like, if someone dies, it's hard for me. Like especially if I don't know you, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna post it. I'm not going to
do all that.
Can't do it. It's me faking it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do fake well. So I can't. It's not happening. It's telling me if you trust him or not. Don't trust it.
I gotta open your thing.
No, you gotta press don't trust.
Yeah, look, it's stinging. It's still there. Well, why'd you trust it? Like, don't trust my computer. You did. No, but yes, it's hard for me to. You say you are really sympathetic.
I'm really sympathetic, not to people's situations, to people's feelings. I'm not sympathetic to people's situations. That is very
with their feelings. What do you mean?
Like with their like if they're talking to me.
Okay.
Like I feel empathy really hard.
Okay.
What you're going through, I give not one fuck about. But
sympathize and empathize, they're two different things, right?
Yeah.
Look up empathy, because I want to know the exact difference. Because empathy is different.
I do this a lot, and it's a little off topic. When I think of a word, I run to the definition.
Yeah, because I want to know.
Because I want to know exactly. I want to know how to use it in a sentence. I want to know how not to use it in a sentence.
Empathize is like I get what you
mean.
So
I feel like empathy is more like understanding.
Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, and that I don't have.
Oh.
Yeah. Vincent does not have that.
I have empathy.
I have so much of it. It's like such a bad.
Brayden knows me for almost 10 years, and he knows I have a very hard time empathizing with people.
You know,
I'm so hard. Like it's so bad, and I feel bad for myself sometimes because I can't be empathetic. Like you know, and it's like it's because I just feel like everybody goes through things, and it's like you know nobody's being empathetic to me.
Right.
So it's like why should I be empathetic to anybody else?
The moment I realized Vincent is not empathetic at all was when we all went we're on a group and it was something traumatic happened. We all cried all together, right? And we all look over it.
Oh my God! Wait, I remember that.
We feel like we're missing. Like we're all hugging each other,
and we're missing a hug.
We're missing a hug. We look over to the side.
I have nowhere to be found.
Billy straight dead looking at us with a dead face. Like, why the fuck are you all crying?
And I completely forgot what we were crying
serious.
about.
No, it's not serious. Like,
alright, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
That's how unempathetic I am.
Yeah.
He remembers and I don't, but I remember that day. They were like crying, tears, hugs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we doing next?
Right, what's the next one?
Like, it's so bad. Like, and it's something I can't control. And it's like, I have a very hard time crying. Like it's like I
I'm
don't like you cry a lot.
super emotional, and I used to hate it for years.
When I'm crying, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. This is life changing. Like honestly, like when I'm crying, it's some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm very like tears don't come to my eyes.
No, you gotta
Like it don't like to the point.
I'm an emotional.
To the point, I don't cry so much to the point where I can make myself cry on purpose.
Oh yeah,
because I have so many tears backed up, like ready to come out. Like, you'll be a great actor. But that's so true, and I'm glad you brought that up. It's so funny because that's like a vivid explanation of how unempathetic I am. And it may be a miserable factor.
Crying. It was like
it may be a miserable factor, and it's like I'm accepting that it's a miserable factor, and I'm also accepting that I could learn from it, and I could be a little more empathetic. You know, I mean that happened like 6 years ago. I'm still the same. So it's like, but it's never too late to change. More, I think it was like 7 years.
Yeah, it was 7, 8 years ago.
You know,
it was a while ago.
That was funny as shit. Because we all stopped crying on cue. It was like, wait, then he's not being empathetic.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 people crying, and my tears wasn't coming out. And it's not that I didn't want to cry. Like I felt a little bad, but not enough to cry and hug. Like
in the street on the corner. It was very intense.
That's so funny. No, I'm empathetic.
I think that was on like 45th, right?
I'm empathetic. I can understand, but I'm not going to like. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna like sympathize with you and treat you like, oh, okay, it's okay.
Yeah. I have a bad habit of doing that, and I would drag the shit out of it. I'd be like, what? You lost your puppy? Like I can't.
Yeah, no, Raiden's very
Let's go find some puppies.
Raiden's very like that, and I love that about him. That's why we get along so much. We balance each other out. Like he's very
That's how my best
empathetic.
friend is too. She's very empathetic.
Like he doesn't want it. Like he doesn't want to see a frown on somebody's
No,
face.
like
although I don't want to see a frown on somebody's face, if you have it, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just saying.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I just it also tunes in. I have a hard time feeling like people want me in their business.
Oh yeah, people do want you in their business.
So it's like
I hate into that.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like me. I'm like I'd rather not even say anything because what if this person doesn't really want to speak about it or doesn't want to? And it's also it's like it's good traits, it's bad traits. You know, it's like none of us are perfect. That's why I'm glad we're here talking. We're spreading opinions. You know?
I just read people I feel like I read people very well, like what's on their mind. That I know when you want to talk, even though you don't want to talk. I will drag the shit out of it. I will make you talk.
And we had this conversation like 3 wind downs ago. We had what was the thing you just said? I just lost my train of thought.
I pulled out people's like deep thoughts.
Yeah, like
oh no, that's the thing. We read people.
Yeah.
We read people's vibes.
Yeah.
I think that was our first wind down. We were talking about our first wind down. We were talking about how we read other people like, and it's like we're not judging them. Like there's a big difference between judging somebody and reading somebody.
Don't judge nobody.
Like you know, when somebody walks into a room, like the way they're acting, then you're reading that they're not they're not the best person.
Yeah.
You know, you could be wrong as well. Like you know, like maybe they're having a bad day. Like you know, maybe the person's having a good day and they're actually a negative person. You know, you just never know. You never know, and it also ties into learning.
I have an opinion or two.
Right.
Exactly, I don't judge, but I have an opinion or two, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
That's a fact. Are you having a bad day, Billy? You don't have a bad day. You should have been here. You see, that's
she said she's having a bad day.
Really?
Why? Tell us why you're having a bad day.
Yes,
we'll try to help. We'll try to empathize.
Billy will try.
Keyword
try. All caps. No, but yeah, I mean, there's been times that I felt like I read somebody and it was wrong, and I felt like I was like, oh, like that person is not.
And I feel like somebody.
They are. I'm like, oh, I so read you wrong.
And it's like I since I'm so entitled to my own opinion, I have a hard time being like feeling wrong.
Oh yeah,
I accept it.
No,
you don't.
No,
I have a hard time accepting when I'm wrong.
No.
Only because I have my own opinion, and my opinion is not because it's my opinion.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't. It's my opinion. It's not a wrong opinion.
Yeah.
It's my opinion. So it's like, yeah, I may be wrong about something, but that was my opinion. You know, it's like that's how I felt. That's that's me being wrong.
Right.
You know, so that's just how I feel about the situation.
It's like if you have facts and you have opinion.
Yeah.
And things some things are facts. Like you just have your opinion about something, and that's just you're entitled to.
Yeah.
Your
Like
opinion.
my opinion, like my opinion.
Yeah.
Talking about right now, my opinion was, oh wow, look at Joce's earrings, they're really nice.
Yeah.
And your facts, bro, they're not even, they're not even real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here thinking like they're probably cost, like they probably cost money. Like that's my opinion, and clearly I was wrong, but that's still my opinion because I thought that they. So you gave me the facts, and you said that no, they were very cheap.
Yeah. I love popping up a fact on top of an opinion.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
Like I love that. Just like, oh, you know, just like, oh, like when girls go, when you tell a girl like, oh, I love your hair, like it's fake.
Oh my god, I do that all the time.
Like it's fake. I'm like, oh, okay, but you look good.
Yes, I love that though. I love when people could be authentic.
Be honest,
with things.
yeah.
Yeah. Like if something's super cheap or if it's not old, I'm like, oh my god, girl, I got this for $10.
Like
Yeah.
also,
Exactly.
exactly. There's people who like you're like, oh wow, that's really nice. Like where did you get it? Oh,
Oh
from
yeah.
there. Like and it's just
From
like
somewhere.
okay, like.
From somewhere, I forgot the name.
Yeah.
I
You
forgot
know
the
the
name, like,
name.
No, I-
you know the name, you know how much it costs. Like you probably still got the receipt and you're thinking about returning it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
That's a fact.
so don't, you know, that's just me being sarcastic.
No, but it's
So
a fact.
it's true.
It's a fact.
No, the reason why I don't tell you where I got my shit from is how if I go, it's one piece is usually where I go and shop.
No.
That's what I'm
Rated.
saying.
One day, with like, because we're talking about like whatever, like telling people where they got things from. One day, Raiden we were walking on Fifth Avenue, and he remembers this. He seen some kid with the same shirt he had, and he went home and threw it out.
Yeah.
Like he was like, I'm never wearing this shirt. I'm never wearing this shirt again. I remember it was like a shirt with something.
I don't wear.
And I hope you remember this.
Yeah, I
We were
remember.
walking on
It
Fifth Avenue,
was.
he was like, oh my god, he was like, he got the same shirt as me. I can never wear it again. Like he literally said that. And we were young.
Yeah.
Like, you know, imagine now.
Yeah, no, I don't wear it. I try to make sure whatever I buy
Very
is
original.
one of one.
But that's
Okay.
also that's me too. Like I love having something that another person doesn't have.
Yeah.
Not because not because like I want to have it all, but because like I like to be original. I like to be authentic.
Right.
You know, I like to have what the other person wouldn't want.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't like getting or doing things that everybody else is doing.
If
just
that's my
because
main
it's popular.
thing,
I
yes.
hate that. Like if something, I don't know what.
I don't want
it is.
people thinking like if it's nice I'll get it, but I don't want people thinking like I'm following the trend.
Yeah,
or something,
no,
you know?
I don't like following trends. You would never see me wearing what everyone else is.
Like,
I'm super casual. Like I
I try to be very. I'm very out there, but I try to be like very plain with
No,
my
but
out
you
there.
are.
Raiden is very like
he's
very he
casual.
likes name
I
brands.
love it.
He likes a lot of
they're
name
very
brands.
low-key.
Yeah, and it's
I
like me, I hate name brands.
Yeah,
I
I have to
hate,
force
like,
things to have to like.
yeah, Raiden's always like, get this, get that, and I'm like, no, like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this and get that.
But I know, but if then he does go and get something, I know he genuinely likes it,
Right.
Exactly.
and not just goes and force and buys it
Because it's a name brand of
Yeah.
yours or something.
Since
you know
we
what
were
I'm saying?
kids, and he was like, to be honest, that's not what I'm striving for. Like,
Right.
that's not what I look for.
Right.
Like, and I knew, like, I knew that him as a genuine
Right.
person for that. Like, he doesn't
Exactly,
go and just go
because
and
I'm not
grab
gonna
something
get what the
out
other
of it.
person
Right,
has.
just to have.
And I've also, I growing up, it's like my mom has always been like, oh, I like when I'll be like, oh, I like this, and she'd be like, oh, I want to get you that. I'd be like, no, you know why? Because I'm very big on, I could want what I want, but I need what I need.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I was just gonna say that.
forever, until the day I die, God forbid not anytime soon, I will always want what I need rather than want what I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's
I always 100% rather get what I need than what I want.
That's like my phone. I had my phone for mad long. I was not planning on getting a new one. That
Yeah.
shit, it's cracked all over, and I'm like, oh no. And it's mad snow. I'm like, and
I
I'm on my
recently-
phone, and
yeah.
my business is on my phone. I'm like, let me just.
As
go
an
and get
example,
something,
I
you know, I have to.
sorry to cut you off.
No.
I recently switched phone carriers, and I got the same phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
That's
I didn't
what
get
I'm
a new phone. I didn't get the new phone that came out.
No, me either.
Because guess what? It was unnecessary money. I don't have to spend that much. I'm comfortable getting the same phone that I had.
Me
You know,
too.
I don't care if people on the newest iPhone. I'm okay with what I have because it works perfectly fine.
Right.
You know, like, and at the end of the day, I just didn't like the new iPhone. But
Right.
regardless, I wanted what I wanted.
Right.
You know, and at the end of the day, I wanted what I needed, which was just a new
phone.
phone carrier, a phone and a new phone carrier.
Right.
I didn't care if it was an old phone or a new phone. As
long
long
as
as I
it's
have a
a
phone,
Kia.
I feel blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we could tie into feeling blessed about what you have. You know what I'm saying? And it's like some people don't even have shoes on their feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, I can count the pair of shoes that I have in my house, and Raiden can't, because Raiden has a bunch.
Right.
So it's like, but that's just because no, it's true. No, it's true. Like that's what I'm saying. He has a he probably doesn't even know what shoes he has in his closet. Raiden has clothes in his closet with tags on it.
Yeah, that's right too.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, me, I had the same clothes from 3 years
Me too,
ago. That's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at
There's
all.
nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Too loud. No, I have the
And
same clothes.
he still says that he has nothing to wear. But he has tags in his closet. Like,
Listen, I have clothes from like middle school still, so
Yeah,
it's like,
just letting you guys know.
let him know. I
No,
still
but
wear
don't
them.
feel bad because that's something that you feel like
I
you
just
need.
like, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's not wrong. We're not saying that it's wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to make you feel bad about it.
No.
Because at the end of the day, you need clothes.
Right.
You need clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your
And
thing.
also the field that I'm in also
That's what I'm
ties
saying.
me.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
That's your career. That's your
I know. Okay,
Exactly.
I feel like a career is very different. Like for a career in it is very different than you just doing it for an image.
Right.
Exactly. He's like he's into those things. That's why it's okay because he's into it.
It's a big password.
But yeah, I love the career that I'm in because it's very flash and stars.
It's you.
It's me.
It's very upbeat and it's very up to date.
Yeah, I love that you're doing something that you love.
It's hard.
So
It's so hard doing something you love
Uh-huh.
because you can just cave in and do anything and just keep people happy. Mainly like family and
we started things that we love at a very young age.
Yeah.
Like again, we spoke about this in our first one down, like where opportunities that were given to us. Like I was promoting clubs at 6, 17 years old. I wasn't even old enough to get into the club, and I was getting other people.
And
in
it was the
club.
funniest shit because we grew up on wanting to go out,
wanting to do what we want. Like we grew up on wanting to do.
We grew up on wanting to do Jersey Shore.
Like
we want to have a family net.
Exactly. And we grew up on wanting, and it's like there's never been something that me or Raiden wanted to do that we didn't get to do.
Yeah.
Because we put our focus on it.
Yeah.
And we accepted the fact that although it was given to us, it could be taken away. So whatever, you know what I'm saying? We didn't take it so serious.
But you guys got
Like I said, like he's traveled the world.
From
Like,
networking.
he's
But
traveled
we're very
different
close
places.
people.
Exactly.
We're very close people. So it's hard to say it was from networking.
You know what I mean by networking? I mean, like,
Yeah,
again, like,
I
you're
do.
safe.
It's like
It's not like you're putting yourself out there, but you know somebody and you're taking that leap of
I was
faith
putting
for
exactly. I
yourself.
was networking is putting ourselves out there, and it's
Yeah.
like I didn't like my opportunity in promoting clubs. I didn't ask for it.
Right,
Yeah.
Raiden knows
yeah.
that. Raiden knows I didn't sit there and ask somebody, "Oh, let me promote." I was asked to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I started off like hosting, but I was asked to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if it's like. Although I it was amazing and I loved doing it. It's like I didn't sit there and I didn't ask for it.
Going
You know what I'm
into
saying?
clubs.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was
Yeah.
even, I'm not even 18 yet and I'm going to
Yeah,
clubs and he's
it was-
hosting
yeah.
than me. I'm like,
It was the best thing in the world. That I could it was that happened to somebody that was that young, and it was like.
And it's like it also gave us a mindset. Like with what he did, like when he was like a brand ambassador for a company
Right.
that will travel him like not only in the U.S. but in
Yeah.
Europe as well.
Yeah.
Like because you've been where in Europe, like
I've been to Milan. I've been up and down Italy. I haven't been to anywhere else in Europe, but I've been across the U.S. I've been to Colorado. I've been to San
LA.
Francisco. I've been to LA. I've been to Chicago. I've been to.
You just stepping out the stepping out the country. Just you stepping out the country, doing something you love. It's huge.
Yeah.
People don't even step off their block for something that they
And I
love.
did not. I took
You
that
know?
so like you don't understand.
And it's like I know it was a very
love
big,
that.
and it was he knew it was handed to him,
Yeah.
but he took the opportunity and he took that
Oh,
risk.
and I ran, and I was only 15, turning 16 at the time. Like it was come by yourself and work. It wasn't a come by yourself. Have
It was
fun.
a big step, you know.
Yeah.
It's like
It opened a lot of doors.
it did, like
it made me who I was as well.
and right now he has a lot of his resume looks great.
Awesome.
Like anybody would want to hire him, you know what I'm saying, because of what he's experienced and his experience, you know what I'm saying? Like
I love that, and like you said, like it's not even like you said handed to you, but it's like what you do with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people get
Exactly.
handed to them and they just think, like you said, like it's for fun, and we just like blow this off. You actually working doing what you have to do.
Yeah.
and like people may think we're a little off topic, but we're actually learning from each other, because it's like Raiden was learning to trust what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
I was learning to trust what I wanted to do. I was very discouraged. I'm like, I like me, little old 17-year-old me, I can't pack out a club.
Right.
And guess what I did? I did pack out a club, and guess what? I made like $400 a night. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was amazing. Like, I made $800 at a time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I've had different opportunities, and it's like, we're more prone to be accepted and to be eligible for the things that we've done in our past.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're one step ahead of like everybody
I
else.
feel like we just matured a lot.
Like you as well
Sure.
with your like, you know, when you're instructing people, like when you get fit classes, you were young.
Yeah,
You were young doing that. And I don't think you know anybody at your age that was instructing.
When I found out you were doing all that, I was like, wow.
You know, for like an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old instructing an entire class, you know, and you were also discouraged, but you learned to trust.
I
you
learned
know.
so much about myself. I learned.
And it's like you,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
the thing when you're doing something so like that, it takes a lot of like what's the word?
Courage and stuff.
Yeah, when it takes a lot of courage and also a lot of focus on you.
Yeah. Especially
you
for
learn
me,
a lot about yourself.
Yeah, especially for me, I was a super shy person. So for me to be in front of 60 people and teach a class, and you have to bring energy, because if you don't bring energy, no one's gonna want to take your class again. It's a lot of pressure. And so for the fact I learned in myself that I have the potential
That's the thing.
to
We're sharing our
motivate.
experiences, but you have your own as well.
Yeah, I learned to motivate 60 plus people. I've learned to build connections with people I didn't know from a hole in the wall.
So it's like, that's why I love this, because it's like we may seem like we're getting off topic, but you know, it all tunes in. It all connects into learning.
Yeah,
like,
learn on a daily.
you know, we could talk about the most randomest thing, but guess what? We're connecting it to the
Yeah,
topic,
always
which is
connecting
learning
that.
from others.
Right.
Like, do you know anybody miserable? Are you miserable?
Right.
Like, we're even sharing experiences where we felt miserable. So it's like, that's why we don't want anybody to feel alone. We don't want anybody to feel like they're an outsider because they may feel miserable a day or two, or you're wrong for it. That's why we want people to know that we've had those experiences, and it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to have those experiences.
That's like my newsletter in the end. I would say, if you are a miserable person, I'll continue to pray for you, but get your shit together. Excuse my language, but it's like, let's go. Like, you could literally die right now. An asteroid could fucking hit us right now. We're dead. Don't fear it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's inevitable.
Like world disasters and like
That's
happening.
That's why I'm
like,
and also going back to learning, like I said before, I've learned that you can't control any situation, and I'd probably be either dead or in jail, or like dead or in jail, or like you know, not in a comfortable place, because like but what was I gonna say? Like, I could be dead or in jail or by things that like I chose not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I removed myself from the situation because I knew that wasn't the best situation. And like when I was younger, I surrounded myself with a lot of people that didn't make good decisions.
Right.
A lot of people that made a lot of bad decisions that, although they were young, they were just, you know, they probably didn't even know, like they didn't know that was probably like could land them somewhere serious. Like, I removed myself from that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know where I put myself.
Right.
I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I know I'll be affected gravely. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's a negative impact on you.
Exactly. Like the other day, we went out to drink like 2 weeks ago. We went out to drink at my sister's bar that she bartends in. And I'm like, you know what? Like after a while, I was like, I want to go.
Yeah, it was a big vibe to just go.
So we had this amazing time. We had an amazing time. Look, we had an amazing time. We were having fun. We were like, oh, you know what? I'm not feeling it. Let's go. 2 hours later, I received a phone call that my sister's got in a huge fight, a huge brawl. Like, and it's like, you know, although I feel bad because I wasn't there to help. I also consider the fact that maybe if I was there to help, things would have been way worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like me just leaving the situation just off of a feeling.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that was going to happen. I'm not a psychic. I don't know the future. But me off a feeling, it removed me from that situation where I could have possibly killed somebody. You know, to see my sister's in danger, you know what I'm saying?
Even like you said, it's your sister.
To see your family in danger, like that's it. You're gonna do whatever it takes to help. You know, and it's like, you know, I'm glad that I removed myself from that situation, not even knowing what was gonna happen, because it could have been way worse. And it's like I felt a little selfish saying like, oh, I'm glad I wasn't there, because obviously I'd love to be there because I love to help them. But at the end of the day, you gotta also consider it probably would have been worse. Because not only are they worrying about themselves and I'm worrying about them, now they're worrying about me as well.
Yeah.
And now to me, I was with my best friends, I was with my girlfriend, so now I'm not only worried about my sister, but I'm worrying about my friends as well. So it's like it could have been so much worse, and I know it. And it's like I'm glad I had that feeling to just go. I removed myself from the situation.
I feel like sometimes people force themselves, especially going out. Well, with going out, I was gonna say too, like, for a very long time I didn't go out, and now I'm an adult. It's okay for me to go out. I work, I pay my bills. It's perfectly fine for me to go out.
Now that I can go out, I don't. I go out because I make my money going out.
I'm learning to. It's okay, Jocelyn, to go out. You're by yourself. You're fully capable of leaving.
Yeah, it's the weirdest feeling.
It's so weird for me to, like, right now I'm going out tonight and I'm like, I feel so weird. Like, oh my God, I'm going out. Like,
you feel weird getting dressed and getting prepared to go by yourself to the world.
Treating yourself out. Like,
treating yourself out to drinks. Treating yourself out to vibe with people, to be in a club atmosphere, to meet you. Because I always meet people when I go out because I'm that type of person, especially if I feel like a girl is like eyeing me down. I'm gonna go up to you and be like, oh my God, you look so cute. You know, I meet new people that way. And so I feel like, I don't know, for a very long time, it was just like I didn't want to. But me and my cousin went out like a week ago, and we were there for like not even an hour, and we both looked at each other and we're like, yeah, let's go home. And we went home, and it was perfect. It's like you could feel the vibe. But some people force themselves to stay out.
I have the bad habit of forcing.
See, I don't.
I force it back only because it's like he just wants to live in the moment.
Yes,
I'm saying it's like it's so okay to live in the moment, because we were also talking about this last night. He was like, you know, because I promote the club, the boom, whatever. So we were talking about how, like, you know, it's like he was saying like he feels like we don't
advantage.
What?
Yeah, I was talking about something taking advantage of.
No, not taking advantage. I don't want to really say that, but I'm saying he was just like saying like we don't really take as much as like the place gives us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I go in there, like I promote it, I drink for free, I smoke hookah for free, I get paid to do it, and it's like, you know, sometimes I don't even want to go. Right? It's like, you know, we gotta take advantage. You know, we gotta take advantage of the situation. Like, and I was telling him, you're right, because you know, I've been doing it for a little over 2 years. I'm not gonna be doing it forever. You know what I'm saying? It's like
not for nothing, but sooner or later it's gonna hit that pocket, and it's like we're gonna have to start doing it for real fun, not for work.
Exactly. You know?
And might as well like embrace the moment now. That's what I'm saying. Like every moment I get into, no matter the little bit of fun I'm having, I'm like, let's drag the shit out of it. I'm the person that's like, let's stay up to 5 in the morning.
Yeah, like that meme, like when it says, oh, when like
that doesn't always ready to go home.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're in the back. You're in the back falling asleep, and they're like, "Where are we going back?"
I'm like, we're going home. John's home.
No, we can do something else.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, let me down there real quick in the back seat.
I'm like, yeah, you better take a power nap. I'm like, you better take your power nap. You better prepare yourself.
We're gonna have a whole other 24 hours.
Yeah. I will wake you up. I'm like, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5
Prepare
minutes.
yourself.
Yes. No,
And
And
it's
I
like,
you.
it's like take advantage of Raiden while he's awake, because when he's sleeping, that's it.
oh,
He's
he's
done.
done.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's
He's
no
like,
waking him up. So it's like either we do it now
Oh, we're not doing it at
or
all.
we're not doing it at all. And, you know, you're going to have to, like, I'm not going to wake up to walk you out the door.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see you
I
I'll
will
see you
I'll
another time.
see you.
Because I'm sleeping.
Right.
And I try to make myself like, you know, the life of the party a little bit.
No, I hear you.
Because you don't want to feel
You
that.
don't want a miserable
Right.
person.
Yeah.
I think that's
No.
also
You
miserable.
see,
Like,
if I feel myself getting like that miserable person,
Yeah.
I always like self-reflect. I'm like, is it because I'm not drinking? Is it because I'm really not feeling good? Is it just because there's space around me? If it's just because it's just me, I'm like, bitch, get it together, get out. Like, you're fine. Have another drink, have another 2 drinks, socialize.
Yeah.
You'll be
Try a
good.
little bit.
Try a
there's
little
times where I'm working and people like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you have a face on? I always have a face.
Mhm.
bit. Uh-huh.
I could
You
have.
gotta know many spaces.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I could be having the best time. I always say this. Somebody could be like, you just won $1 million, and I'll be like, that's great.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It may be like a miserable trait or a miserable factor,
That's just
but it's just like I have a little emotion. I don't know why.
That's like, I'm telling
But
you.
it's
that's
so
what my
fun
cousin
when he brings out his emotion. It's like, wow, we're gonna go
Oh, I
crazy.
know.
Exactly.
That was him last week. I was
Yeah.
just telling him, I'm like, yo, last week.
No, yeah, like let
Yeah.
loose, you know, like
I love it.
there's times that like a couple of weeks ago I was telling Ray like I was complaining about something and I'm like, I don't normally complain, but it's like I gotta let it out. You know, and it's like he was listening,
And
you
it's
know
like,
what I'm
just
saying?
do more.
And it's like you gotta take advantage of
Let
when
it
I
out.
you gotta take advantage of when I do that because I don't do it often. You know, and it's like if I'm like venting to you, then you should feel like I really trust you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't vent to anybody.
Yeah, I feel the same with a good time.
I barely
Yeah,
even vent
yeah.
to my family members, you know, my own sisters, you know, so it's like
If I'm venting to you, it's something certain. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. No, I understand. 1,000%. Yeah.
So
Do you feel like you have people to vent to?
Yeah.
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 I think you always have to have a few people to just vent to.
Yeah.
To get your emotions out.
Right.
And now you just bottle up.
That, and I love people who are like voices of reason, or like tell you how, like my ex, he's like that person that I go to if I want to hear like the raw,
Yeah.
I don't care about your feelings, this is the truth.
Yeah,
That's the
you need
person.
that.
If I need the
That's
person
me.
that's just gonna be like, yeah, you too. If I need the person that's just gonna be quiet, I'll go to this person. If I need the person that's just like, you know what I mean? Like, you know who the people are.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm good with that. If I feel like I need to, if I don't feel like it's not important, or I don't want to bring my negativity to other people or in the atmosphere of the universe, I'll keep it. I'll just talk to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to yourself is
Oh
important.
yeah, I talk to people a lot.
Me
Very crazy.
too, very crazy. So
Very crazy.
we gotta talk together.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, wow. Like, yeah, put it together. I told myself, my line is put it together.
Yes.
yeah, I'm
It's
just
not
like,
put it
like
together.
yeah, like before I'm like, oh my god, like I don't even have a haircut. Like,
Yeah,
I don't have time, but I'm like, you know what, I don't give a shit because it's raw. Like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
it's
get
beautiful.
I'm not gonna get a haircut.
This is
That's
the-
nice.
I woke up, went to the shower, I put on an
and
outfit, and I
came
got
straight
Yeah.
here. Exactly.
haven't even eaten
And
breakfast.
you live
yet.
an hour away. Like he lives an hour away.
Brian, he still made it.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, but I am hungry. Yeah, because you didn't eat anything. I wonder why.
What time is it?
No, I didn't have time. It's 5:20.
Okay.
You want to know? Or?
I mean, we've been 2 hours
Yeah,
and
it's
a
been 2
half.
Oh
hours.
wow.
We haven't.
Yeah, you don't feel it, but yeah, like we could talk for hours.
Oh my god, we can talk until
What are you doing today?
Tonight I'm going to Marinados, and then probably going somewhere else with the girls. Yeah, it's gonna be a girls' night. I'm excited.
I feel like it's gonna be a low key night.
I hope it's gonna be a low key night. I like low key like, you know,
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
but not too much.
Not too much.
I
That's
don't
those
wanna
are the
dress
fun.
up,
Those are the
dress up.
funnest nights.
Yeah.
Those nights you months further.
Yeah.
Then I see you forcing like get dressed, like you gotta go out and have this, and it becomes too much.
Yeah, I like the nights that are super casual and it's like we
Yeah.
just plan on going out and we just go out and that's it.
And it just flows.
Yeah.
The minute it just flows. And
Braden's catchphrase is go with the flow.
Yeah.
You gotta go with the flow.
You
Like
don't go with the flow and put it together.
if the opportunity is there, take it.
Yeah.
Yes. That's like me. At first I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna go, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Like,
Yeah.
they come here and then we can get ready and then we'll go over there.
Stop, but if like I mean like that flow does not feel like it. Like, you
Oh
gotta
no,
go.
I don't
Stop.
force it.
Like, stop.
Trust me, I don't care. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not.
Yeah, it's
I
not
love
happening.
you. It's just.
It's just not happening. I'm sorry. It's just,
You would rather this than for me to go there and maybe with a face.
Yeah.
Recently, what we like. What was it, like 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Oh, yeah,
we missed 2 weekends.
Yeah, we missed 2 weekends of wind down.
And it's like because we didn't want to force it. You know, we
No.
felt like we weren't ready.
No.
We felt like we weren't, you know,
we weren't in the right space.
We weren't in the right
Just
space.
talk
We didn't
about
have the best energy, and it's
No.
like we're not gonna half-ass this. You know, we
No.
want to give you guys our all,
Right.
and it's like at the end of the day, we're not gonna half-ass. You know, we're not gonna sit here like we don't have anything to say because we don't feel like it.
Right.
we got lots to say.
Oh, a lot. But we will end it here, and we just want to thank every single
Thank
one
you,
of
everybody
you
who tuned in.
You
You guys are
awesome.
great. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to follow our page
Yes.
_ wind down now.
Yes, and
All
this will
right.
be on YouTube too. We're gonna post
This will
so
be
stay
on
tuned.
YouTube, a
Yeah.
snippet. We'll be posting on the page. So thank you guys, everybody.
Yes.
This is
Oh,
the
thank you
end.
for having me, guys.
Thank you for
Were
coming.
on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Let's go
Hold
to your
on.
page. But it was on yours or the wind down page?
No, on mine.
Okay,
Let
so
me
let
see.
me go to here. Go to your page.
So there was a few people. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna mention
there was.
everybody,
Yeah.
but I just posted. I'd like to post if you want to get a shout out.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
So we'll see right here. So there, I see here. We have the wind down page.
Yes,
Shout out to the
wind
wind down
down.
for liking the post.
No, it's like me.
Who else we have here? We have new _ new 530. This is Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany.
Shout out
She
Nathan.
sometimes she tunes in.
Thank you.
Life of Nix _ he followed the wine page.
Yes,
Thank you for supporting. We also have here, we have my sister Kamilich, KDGR. Kamilich,
Yes,
thank you.
thanks,
She also
Kamilich.
followed the page. Thank you for
following.
following. We have El Plaga 4756, my brother-in-law Steven.
Oh,
Shout out to Steven. He was actually like telling me that he tunes in, that
Yes.
he loves our content.
Awesome.
We could actually also go to the people who follow the page.
Yeah, let's go to people who follow the page.
People who follow the page, Mr. Dalabachi, Michael, one of my best friend's brothers. Thank you, Michael,
Thanks,
for following
Michael.
the page. Bianca.
Yes,
Bianca, all the way from India.
Miss you.
Bianca from India, thank you for
Oh
the
my
support.
gosh, she's in India? I didn't know where she
Yes,
was.
she's in India.
Yes.
She's in
look at
India.
her best
Thank
friend.
you so much.
Me too. Look at that. Pay you a visit.
Hey, you
Well,
visit
visit.
StevenAlexander.tv. He's actually making his like own blog on
Ooh,
YouTube.
I want to see.
We'll be tuning in. I have been tuning in. Shout out to you.
Yes.
Wait, that guy you been posting?
Huh?
Guy you been posting?
Yeah, my friend I've been posting. My sisters, all three
Yes,
of them, they
love
followed
you
the page.
guys.
Shout out to you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Idiot Ezra, he's the one that commented. He said that he's done a podcast before.
Yes.
And he told us like it's hard, but it's very
yeah.
fun.
Thank you for
Anything
your
that's
advice,
fun is
yeah.
not easy.
No.
Anyway, we have Joce the Queen.
Ah.
Thank you for following. Joce the
You're
Queen,
welcome.
following the page. We have here Raiden Francis.
Yes, Raiden.
Raiden Francis, thank you for following the page. Shout out, thank you for being here with us
Yes,
today.
a very special guest.
So just thank you everybody who followed the page, who's
Yeah,
supporting us.
yeah.
That's just a few people. There's a lot of you
Yeah,
who
there's a
follow.
lot of you guys.
And we're expecting the page to grow.
Yeah,
So
share
thank
the
you so much for
page.
watching.
It's just gonna get bigger. We have so much in store for you guys. And
Exactly.
we love each and every one of you. Yes, God,
Bye.
it's Friday. Bye.
Oh, I would have loved to some ending music.